What's up, what's up, guys? I just want to make a brief video about a really good book I read a few years ago. I think maybe like 10 years ago or something. And it's this book. It's called Ishmael Instructs Isaac: An Introduction to the Quran for Bible Readers. Now, why this book is like one of the best books I read when it came to studying the Bible and the Quran is because this author, John Keltner, is not only honest with the information, but he actually shows that the Quran stories of the biblical figures like Adam, Eve, Moses, etc. All these biblical figures mentioned in the Quran. The Quran's version of these biblical figures is actually better than the Bible's version of these biblical figures. I'll give you one example. For example, in the book of Genesis, the story of Adam, Eve, and the serpent. God is really angry with Adam and Eve and the serpent for breaking for going near the tree of eternal life. So God says, just get out of the garden. You're never coming back here again in the book of Genesis. However, in the Quran's version, Allah, uh, Allah knows that Adam messed up, but Allah forgives Adam and says, "Get down from heaven. Your destination will be Earth for a time." So what John points out in this book is that when Adam comes to Earth, he's not going to be on Earth forever. He can make it back into paradise. He can make it back into heaven because Allah gives him, words of wisdom, words of encouragement, words of guidance. And if he follows that guidance, if he becomes more responsible, if he passes the test, the earthly test, then he can go back to heaven, because Allah is all good, and anything that goes against Allah's nature, which is disobedience, gets people out of His presence. And in order to get back into His presence, and Adam can get back into heaven, into God's presence, if he passes the test on earth. So there's more hope in the Quran story. The Quran's story of Adam and Eve is found in the Quran chapter 2. It's found in various places, but John actually comments in the Quran chapter 2. So it's a very powerful lesson that if we mess up, that's okay. There's still redemption for us if we actually follow the rules. We can actually go back to heaven, just like Adam eventually goes back to heaven. We know according to Islamic theology, Adam eventually went back to heaven, and according to the Hadith and stuff like that. But anyways, this is a really good book. It's called Ishmael Instructs Isaac: An Introduction to the Quran for the Bible Reader. Buy this book. It should be on Amazon. I actually got this book from a library, from my local library, and I never, I never returned it. So it's been like a few years, but yeah, I mean, I guess they forgot about. I guess I forgot about it, and they forgot about it because I never got any notices or anything like that. But again, this is a really good book. I would just suggest reading it for any Christian on my channel who, any Bible researcher, not just Christian, but anybody who's interested in, Christianity, Islam, the Bible, the Quran, any of the Abrahamic religions, or any of the Abrahamic scriptures, being, the Old Testament, New Testament, or the Quran, etc., etc. And this guy actually talks about, the New Testament, and what Jesus is in the Quran, etc., etc. But again, this is a really good book. I highly recommend this book.